crabs. They're quite an intriguing and wonderful species. If you clicked on this video, then it means that you were indeed interested in the nature of crabs. Now, my name is Walter Hartwell White, and in today's video we will be having a deep look at a specific species of crabs that I believe is one of the only crabs that are up to Los Pois standards. Speaking of Los Polos, they are the sponsor of this video. Make sure to use this code on the screen at your place to get a free curly fries. You might even see Gus Fring himself, but I wouldn't count on that for very specific reasons. Now, onto the video. There are hundreds of species of crabs. Some are normal, others are not normal. Now, crabs are crustaceans that have a lot of legs, usually have 2 claws. They are usually red, and they usually walk sideways. That is a very basic description of crabs. Now, there are bound to be unusual examples of crabs out there with a large number of species. I wish I could talk about these specimens, but I don't have enough time, so I will just mention them. Such examples of unusual crabs would be the Burgos latro, coconut crab, the largest terrestrial invertebrate, the Macrocura camphori Japanese spider crab, the longest crab out there, the Paguroidea, the hermit crab, and finally the Daimio hermitoid. He is a very powerful crab. We all love him. But now, it's time to talk about the main focus of this video. That would be the Paralithodus kamscaticus, or the red king crab. Okay, with that out of the way, the red king crab is one of the most commercially sought after crabs in the world. It is a very big crab that can weigh as much as 24 pounds. It has 3 pairs of walking legs with a leg span of 5 feet and a pair of claws of different sizes. They are usually a burgundy color to a bluish red, and they are very spiky, and it's also quite easy to determine their sex. The females mate about once a year and release between 50,000 and 500,000 eggs, and the larvae look like tiny shrimp. The red king crabs are found in Alaska near the Bering Sea in the Bristol Bay, Pribilof Islands, Norton Sound, and western Aleutian Islands. The Pribilof Islands and Bristol Bay stocks are closed to fishing. However, the red king crabs are currently not endangered. Red king crabs start off as larvae that look like tiny shrimp, as I mentioned earlier. After 2 or 3 months, they change into tiny crabs and move to the shallow waters in the ocean floor. Juveniles over 2 years old will form pods that travel together, which can consist of thousands of individuals. Older, more mature crabs will go much deeper, go less than 650 feet, to feed, and females will go back to lay more eggs. Red king crabs can only grow by molting, or growing out of their old shell. This is usually the only time in which they are somewhat vulnerable to predators. The larvae feed on phytoplankton and zooplankton before becoming crabs. Once they do become crabs, they will eat what they can find and crush with their claws. Smaller crabs would eat algae, small worms, small clams, and other small animals, while much larger crabs might eat worms, clams, mussels, barnacles, crabs, fish, sea stars, sand dollars, and brittle stars. Now, as for their predators, smaller crabs or larvae can be eaten by a variety of groundfish, octopi, sea otters, and crabs, including other red king crabs. The larger crabs, on the other hand, have very few predators, unless they just molted. Now onto some more interesting facts about the red king crab. Now, did you know that red king crabs aren't true crabs? They are more closely related to hermit crabs, which also aren't true crabs. They have lied to you, but I've told you the truth. Now share the truth with the others. Let them know. Anyways, I haven't told you why the red king crab is one of the most sought after crabs. The reason for that is because they are absolutely delicious. Red king crabs are a delicacy among people. They are one of the most expensive crabs to eat, and their meat is white and tender. And because of that, I decided to cook my son some red king crab while I apologized to him for my horrible actions. So anyways, that is the end of the video. Thank you guys much for watching and enjoy your crabs.